104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRBE.
We did it!
Houston, Texas. It is Friday, May 16th of 2025, and it's 6:01 a.m. with the gang. Roula, Ryan's out. Eric, Sam, still here with a baby. And Special K. Countdown to Sam and the baby coming in.
Wake up every day, look at my phone. Nope, Sam's still coming in.
Yep. Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
For those, since we're not television, you can't see us. Sam is getting really close to this baby being cooked.
Yeah, we're like 3 weeks out. 3 weeks out, I think, officially.
And I think something, you know, they say a lot of times for any parent, 3 weeks officially maybe. I think they say for a lot of parents, men or women, that there are things you just forget. Like when you're in it so deep, and then you're like, you forget that happened. But let me tell you what I don't forget, Sam.
Uh-oh.
Because it's been 10 years since I was in your position.
Right.
I still remember at this stage of pregnancy right now where the belly leads the way.
Oh, God.
The headboard I had at the time had like slats. It wasn't a solid piece. And I would have to grip the slat to get out of the bed to come to work. I had to grip the slat to get myself like out of the bed because the baby was pretty much fully cooked, but not fully cooked. And you're like, okay, I gotta get out of bed. My 8 pillows.
It's like a whole process of like rolling over, using your arm to like push you up because you're not supposed to use your ab muscles because then they say like it can, you know,
push it out.
I don't know.
Preterm labor.
Like,
Who knows?
You can like mess it up or something. I don't freaking.
But then you're like in a swimming in an ocean of pillows.
Yeah.
I really remember that.
I kind of have found a sweet spot, but you know, it's a process. I'm ready to.
We'll let you know.
You're doing great.
Anything happens.
Thanks,
You're running everything. I never hear you. Sometimes I forget you're pregnant because from our angle,
we can't see your.
I just see your face.
We only see your head.
I know my face hasn't gotten as puffy yet. It will.
As yet.
Well, we have a lot to discuss today, but you probably want to know what happened on yesterday's Roses, right? Let's go.
The war is on. It's Roses on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, this is where you come to us at krbe.com, of course, so that we can help you out. Lisa came to us because her daughter, her oldest, graduated college, and her husband, Mark, was totally checked out during the whole thing. Like, what's going on with Mark? He started, like, you know, exercising and changing stuff about himself, and she's like, oh, this does not feel good.
Nope.
So let's just get right to it. Here's where we have Lisa listening in to the conversation I'm about to have with Mark. I have totally sold him on why his company has given him these giant bouquets of roses. All right, Lisa, take care. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Oh, and Brittany, of course. And her name is Brittany. Sorry, I'm just going to say it. People are like, yeah, of course her name is Brittany. What is she, 22?
My best friend's name is Brittany.
Yeah, and your best friend is probably the age of the girl that Mark is messing around with.
Well, she's responsible. She's married. She has 2 babies, and she has a job.
No.
So then Mark does not want her.
No.
Because he's
She also
that.
lives in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I think we're okay.
Roses happens every Thursday. Go to krbe.com. If you need some help in your relationship, we'll help you out. We had a stunning amount of response to that because a lot of people bailed out of their marriages after kids graduated high school, college, got married, whatever it is,
Weddings,
just up and
just
left.
big events.
Yeah. It's like waiting for that right time. But at what point did you decide that you were going to bail? And then you just waited it out. We had lots of listener line calls about that, lots of feedback on that. The text screen was full yesterday. Today, on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, we have more tickets to come meet us tomorrow morning at Lagoon Fest, Texas. Now, we're not actually in the lagoon. We're in the shaded area.
I mean, not
on
initially.
the back end.
That'll be later on.
Yeah, maybe Kevin might have an adult beverage
Kevin
or
and Sam
so.
will be hanging out.
I already got my tank top on. I'm ready to go.
I know you are festive looking.
festive.
Blue Lagoon Bar and Grill is where you're going to find us tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. We are recording our podcast live on location, but it will be nothing like the podcast we recorded yesterday.
Oh,
after the
Lord.
show.
That was the funniest thing I think I've ever been a part of.
We
My
got
stomach hurt.
We got our
6
dirtiness out
o'clockers.
there.
That was
It wasn't really dirty. It was just
something.
I think
things that
it was
a lot of,
Was it dirty?
things a lot of women go through.
It was really
Like,
funny.
It
I think
was.
it was. I hope to our listeners that it was relatable. Like I
Yeah.
hope when they listen to it, they were like, "Oh yeah, like it's just like." girls and guys. Well, guys get to see the inside view of girls because I feel like Roula and I kind of took that over. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it was like girl talk.
There's a point of view that guys don't know.
Right.
Because they don't think about.
A lot of times
Why
you
would
don't
we,
do it.
right?
Yeah, you don't do it.
You only think
Unless
about it
you
until
email
it's
you.
presented to you to have an opinion on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the last 2 raw feeds have been a little crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
This is
So
why
they're
I
not going to
don't
be
come on
that
them.
crazy in
Sam
front of
doesn't
a
do it.
live audience because we're not going to be there.
Yeah.
Not ain't going to be nothing like
Right.
yesterday's podcast.
And it's a nice short one.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
20 minutes,
I feel like
22?
it was short and sweet, and you got a Special K prank call, which was freaking hilarious.
Oh my God, the prank call that we can never air because this person is so
Golly,
vulgar to
Kev, that
Kevin
was
and
so
just
funny.
went off.
Do
Went
not play it
off.
out loud. It is so foul and vile, and the
It's-
things he says to me, I
So
cannot
horrible.
believe it.
I mean, I felt violated. I was
Yeah.
like, I am offended.
Right?
I am personally attacked.
But then my
like, that's
face hurt
disgusting.
from laughing so hard. So
I
it's
know.
like,
But it's
Because
like,
he kept going on for 2 minutes.
He wouldn't stop.
No.
This dirty
but he called you.
outsourced
I never-
telemarketer who called you
If you called him, I would
and sexually
understand.
threthtened you.
yeah.
yeah,
He sexually threatened
That is
you
how he
for 2
threatened me.
minutes. He sexually threatened you.
Yeah, too bad it was too small.
So you can get that raw feed right now at krbe.com or download the app or wherever you
It's on
consume our
podcasts.
podcasts. That
Or Apple.
is called the raw feed. Now, during the raw feed, when it was getting to the craziness, we have a meeting on Thursdays. And a lot of times, from the things we have to do after the show till the meeting, the podcast has to fit in there. So our boss is like at the door, waving us in, like, come on, meeting.
We would've
And
kept
we're
going
like,
for another
okay.
20.
We probably would have gone a little longer. We really should have gone a little longer, but it's like, little doses, like leave them wanting more.
Plus, we're doing one tomorrow.
Exactly. So we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll give you a chance for tickets for that. We've got the secret sound. I'll give you the update on the money for that. The heat we already know has come. It's 79 degrees, but it says it on my phone. It says it feels like it's 81. The temperature
my.
feels hotter than the actual temperature. It's gonna be high
Yeah,
94.
it is a little bit meaty out there.
meaty.
Yeah, you know,
Heard
like,
that description.
Yeah.
like when you get outside your door and the regular air is like, ooh, it's kind of meaty out.
Kevin.
Gross.
Gross.
That was
Coming up next in Scoop.
I'm not hungry now.
Tom Bergeron used to host Dancing with the Stars. Now he's hosting a show that sounds like a fake show I made up, Dancing with the Sharks.
Ugh.
What the hell is this?
Oh,
Hopefully he
God.
Talk
falls
about
in.
that. Coming up next, again, like I said, it is currently 79 degrees. It feels like it's 82. It's going to get as high as 94, which will feel like 137. We'll be right back on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the big screen to the big house.
Celebrity Scoop, the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. Ryan's out today, and the secret sound has grown to a lot of money, $1,976.
Dang.
People can't figure out what the sound is, and the clue has not come out yet.
You know, there's one person out there that they go, I know that sound. I hear that every day, or I hear it once a week, or
They
whatever.
just haven't gotten through to be caller 104. We do it 5 times a day between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Your chance to win money from Shell Federal Credit Union and KRBE. Every time there's a wrong guess, we add another $104. That's how it's grown to 1976. If the first person today doesn't guess correctly, it'll go over $2,000.
I love that.
$2,080. Some people are like, well, at this point, hell, let's just let it keep on rolling so I can win a bigger jackpot.
$12,500.
What? No. Also, we have Lagoon Fest, Texas happening tomorrow. It is the Raw Feed on the road. We call it the Raw Feed Road Show. The Raw Feed is the show after the show that we don't air. This one is catered for you, our live audience. And it'll be a shaded area at Lagoon Fest on the back end because Lagoon Fest is also the water entertainment area for the neighborhood on the backside. So they have a clubhouse, the Blue Lagoon Bar and Grill. That's where we're going to be in the shade recording the podcast in front of a live audience. Now, the first 104 people to join us there they're going to get tickets to then enjoy Lagoon Fest, Texas afterwards.
Yeah, they got food, drinks, even egg rolls, I think they were talking about. Give
What?
us some egg rolls or something.
Was
Yeah,
that a
all
game
you
you're
really
going to make us
need to
play?
bring
Roll the
stuff.
eggs.
is your bathing suit that you can actually wear to the Raw Feed with us. Or they also have bathrooms, which are really nice bathrooms. It's not like porta potties. Bring a towel, bring sunblock. They have chairs you can wear, or
Bring a
chairs
hat.
you can wear.
You can wear a
There's
chair.
chairs-
Personal fan.
There's chairs you can
sit
sit
in.
They have
with. Yeah,
adult
bring-
beverages.
Oh, yeah. They have like a full bar. I know. But
Oh,
really,
liquor.
I'm just going to keep sniffing, Kev.
That's so
I'm
funny.
just be like, let me just smell you, Kev.
They bring a personal fan.
Oh
You have
yeah,
one
you
of those
can.
personal
I believe
fans?
you can. They just do not allow any outside food or water. So keep that in mind. Just as
Okay.
a
Got
friendly
it.
reminder, because they provide everything.
So
Did you
we'll
see
be
the
there
guy-
tomorrow at 11 a.m.
earlier this week go to Minute Maid Park or Daikin Park now?
Yes.
With
Sorry.
with a
Go ahead.
Ziploc bag, right?
Yes. Of
What was it?
I don't know, spaghetti?
crawfish.
Crawfish.
Oh, gross.
Do you know how you can bring a Ziploc?
Yes, it
Yes.
must have
Anything.
stunk.
Yes, he's brought like everything. I guess he's really known.
It's a
like,
shtick?
Yes,
Oh,
like in
it's
his
his shtick.
section, he like
Everyone knows
everybody
his
knows.
snacks.
Like they're like, okay, what's he gonna bring this time?
Wait, is he by chance, like what section is he in? Do you know?
Oh, I
don't
don't
know.
know.
They just show him,
but
like,
it just
hold
kept
it up.
going.
Is he
yeah,
an Asian
viral.
man? Is he
Yes,
Asian?
Yes.
Oh my God. I think I sat behind him one time because I got
he have
tickets
some
one time
food?
off StubHub.
Is he eating something weird?
yeah.
No, it was so funny how like it stuck out to me. Like, wow, this guy really has like made himself at home. He's a season ticket holder. He's in this section. If it's the same guy I'm talking about, because what are the odds that we're talking about him? It was an Asian man, probably like in his, I don't know, maybe he's like in his 40s.
I never focused on the guy. I just saw him holding up the bag.
No, I remember because it was during one of like the divisional games, and that's those people in that section. When my husband and I got the tickets off StubHub or where we bought them from, the people in that section were season ticket holders. So I had a conversation with this older lady, like, "Oh, so does it bother you when you see people like us come into these seats? Like, you know who owns these seats?" She goes, "Yeah, but the ones that people own that seats, they always give them away for the big games, blah blah blah. But this guy over here, I go, wow, look, this guy's really intense." She goes, "Oh yeah, he brings his food all the time." It was multiple Tupperwares because his seat is up against the rail on the wall. If you are where Altuve plays now, it used to be Jordan. Is that right field?
No,
Left field.
left field.
Left field. Okay, so let me see him.
Is that
Is
the
it the
guy?
guy?
Is that him? I don't think so. No, that guy looks too far away. But there was a guy who was a season ticket holder of a seat with one, and they say he's always by himself, even though he's got two. Somebody in his family doesn't really come, and he is against the railing of the wall, where if you looked over, you're looking at that section. Not the Crawford boxes are here behind you to the left.
You're the left of the.
So you look over the wall.
foul
He
ball.
had like little Tupperwares. He had carrot sticks. He had sandwiches.
Nice.
He had chips. Because you can bring a 1 gallon Ziploc of whatever fits in there. Like our friends, Cliff and Lori.
Yeah.
Lori used to bring like a bag full of fresh fruit, like Bing cherries and stuff.
Yeah,
And then
he
she had
has,
a bag
like,
full of other snacks.
Container of
you can share.
pineapples.
Yes.
I
see?
believe his first name is Lee.
Okay. Well, that's funny. Yeah, people
He
would
has-
really make it a thing.
He has over 68,000 followers on Instagram.
Especially if you're a season ticket holder. It's expensive
Yeah.
to eat there every time.
Yeah, you can't do it every
So
time.
you bring your own.
You're going twice a
Crawfish,
year.
though, that's a stretch. Stinkerama.
Sucks if you're right
Also,
in front
where
of
are all
them.
those shells going to go?
Yeah, you better put it back in the bag.
I think what he does, when I saw the video of it, I think what he does is he eats it out at the tables. You know how, like, if you get food, you eat it at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tables.
yeah.
And then he comes and watches.
Okay,
that
that's
rude?
funny.
No,
That's funny.
no.
Real quick, I want to address a text that we got because yesterday this news came out. It was probably mentioned in the afternoon because the texter said, What did the afternoon person talk about with these $30 tickets? So Live Nation is kicking off the $30 ticket to summer on May 21st. On May 21st, dozens of concerts are going up for sale for $30, including Avril Lavigne, Blink-182, The Black Keys, Bare Naked Ladies, Glass Animals, Goo Goo Dolls, Halsey, Hardy, Keith Urban, Kesha, Leon Bridges, Nelly, The Offspring, Luke Bryan, Collective Soul. Kevin.
Hey,
Collective
they're going to a
Soul.
cruise too.
Yeah.
Rod Stewart, Simple Minds, Simple Plan. Let's see who else.
Simpletons.
Which
Weird
one
Al
is which?
Yankovic,
Simple syrup.
Willie Nelson, 80s group Men at Work, Christopher Cross, Toto.
Oh, Christopher
Ooh,
Cross.
Yeah.
Toto.
Let's
Christopher
see.
Cross is so good. Take it to the border of Mexico. Is that right?
He does all that yacht.
Did he do sailing?
Ride
Oh,
like
yeah.
the wind.
He's a yacht rock guy.
Sailing.
Yeah, that's where I know him from.
You hear his voice
Yacht
and you see him,
rock.
you're like, he's just
Takes
a
me away.
chubby,
Yeah.
bald white guy.
Yes,
He's like,
because they
"What?"
show his picture on the Alexa. I'm like, wait, that's what the dude looks like?
Did the Arthur theme?
Billy Idol is also up for grabs. $30 ticket to summer. So many shows. You can just go to
Wow.
livenation.com.
That's cool.
And you'll see on sale May 21st the $30 ticket to summer. $30 tickets for all these shows. The Doobie Brothers. Things that I learned. Cyndi Lauper, Dierks Bentley.
The streets.
Gosh, you know what's interesting? The sailing song, Kev, really came into play for me when NSYNC was first hitting the scene.
Yes.
And NSYNC came here and they didn't really have a big catalog. They just had I Want You Back. And then came the Hysteria with Tear It Up My Heart and Bye Bye Bye, all that. Okay. So they had to fill their shows with something. And they would sing Christopher Cross's Sailing.
I feel like I have a
to kill.
recording of that. Did they put it on one of their albums?
I think they did.
Yeah.
And that was like their nostalgic song that's like a hat tip to when they all came together as a 5-pack to see how their voices are going to play out. The producers made them sing Christopher Cross's Sailing.
Pick 3 artists. Just pick 3,
Okay.
and we all have to pick which one out of the 3 would we go for $30.
For $30.
Yeah, go ahead. Just pick
Counting
3.
Crows,
All right, Ken Crows.
Creed, or See who's in here. Luke Bryan. I'll go with that one.
Oh, God.
Ugh, can I pay them $30 to not go?
Can I put these on StubHub?
I counted Crows because they had a lot of hits.
Yeah, I'd probably do Luke Bryan.
Sha la 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 la.
He looks so different now. He doesn't have that big old
He doesn't have that hair.
hair thing.
They got Bare Naked Ladies. But the Steven from Bare Naked Ladies has been
one of
out for
them
a long
gone?
time. Because it's Steven and what's my problem? Ed's still there, not Steven. Anyway, go to livenation.com. Okay, now let me tell you about Tom Bergeron. Tom Bergeron hosted Dancing with the Stars for years. They rotated female co-hosts all the time because, we women are expendable, Sam.
Yeah.
And once you're not hot enough, they move on to the next hot girl.
Thanks for keeping me, guys.
It's the truth.
Stay hot just for a few more years, Sam, and then,
Gained a little weight.
It's fine. It's called the baby. So he is going to be hosting a Shark Week special.
What is this? Okay.
Called Dancing with the Sharks.
It's a
Where
reach. Okay.
Divers are going to perform choreographed underwater
Shut
routines with actual sharks.
Really?
That sounds like a fake headline, but it's actually
with
happening.
lasers.
With lasers on their heads?
Yeah.
Can they have lasers? No, that's a nod to
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Because Shark Week has to step it up now, like ridiculously.
Yeah.
Like the way we talk about furniture commercials, how they have to be really obnoxious and outlandish and like wear mattresses and tires and things like this. This is what the Shark Week people are doing because the Nat Geo, National Geographic, has their Shark Time or Shark Cycle or whatever their Shark Week equivalent is. And so remember when they did like Michael Phelps versus the Sharks?
Yes.
Like they had Michael Phelps
Racing the
swim
sharks
against
or
a
something.
great white. But, it was just
They need one big catch.
simulated. So Tom Bergeron will be hosting Dancing with the Sharks. I thought it was going to be Shark Tank Sharks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Mr. Wonderful and like
how
Mark
funny would that
Cuban.
have been? Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so they just got the sharks from Shark Tank doing that? No.
Or like in the
it's actual
Bahamas when we were
sharks.
with all those sharks.
The nurse shark that you almost
You
got
could dance with them.
somebody bit by because you were drunk and pulling on a shark tail. Don't pull on shark tails when you're drunk, people.
Yeah, I
Don't do
know.
it.
We're
No.
lucky. We're lucky in that one.
Because those sharks have
They'd
gotten
actually-
feisty with people.
There's a famous model, or
They
I
got
don't know if she's
bitten by
famous,
it.
but she got.
Well, she
attacked.
became famous for being a model who got bit by a nurse shark.
Ooh.
And their little boy got bit by one of those nurse sharks. Okay,
don't
Open Phone
do that
Fridays
again.
coming up next. Have you ever been bitten by a shark? Hey, tell us about it. 833-390-KRBE. I'm just curious. Anybody listening right now who has been bitten by a shark? We got a lot of them in Galveston.
Good point.
You hear about that stuff all the time.
Tiger sharks.
In what is it?
Or bull sharks.
What's the pass? San Luis Pass?
On the
Sam-
south side?
Yeah, that's where you always see these news stories. Somebody in a kayak and the shark fin comes around. You're like, oh,
That's scary.
I'm not going on that side. So this weekend you got the Jeeps on that side and you got the sharks on that side. So stay in the middle.
It's like a gang.
Open Phone Friday. We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Wake up. It's KRBE and more of the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Okay, 833-390-KRBE is where we have our Open Phone Friday, so you can call in if you want to chat about stuff. But I
This is
want
your chance to talk to us, but I guess you don't want to talk to us, so we'll just talk
about ourselves.
amongst ourselves then.
today
Talk
is
amongst yourselves.
Chat amongst yourselves. May 16 was the date last year on a Thursday. Today's Friday, obviously, because the calendar moves over one day. But yesterday, last year, on today's date, was the derecho that totally shocked us all. We're like, what? People stuck under underpasses.
That's when
People stuck trying to get their kids from sports and
I should
school.
go back to my text from there. I save all my text. That's when Kevin was like
under
in
the
bad
stairs with
shape.
a rover dog crying because a tornado was ripping
Yes.
through your
Yes.
house.
You guys kept calling me. I was in Galveston driving back with my mother-in-law. And
Turn back.
The tree fell on my house.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Yeah, that's craziness.
Massive tree fell on my house.
And that's
Forgot
when
about that.
Frank Billingsley had not retired officially yet from KPRC Channel 2.
Mm-hmm.
And my in-laws were in town, and I remember like saying, that's weird. I had just heard Frank's voice say, that's a different thing there. I've never really seen that before. And he said like that. And then I look outside, it was super jet black, super fast. And I jumped out of off the bed and I go, everybody get in the laundry room, get in the laundry room, because it was so dark
Oh, God,
that fast.
the
that
purple
tornado,
skies,
it
evil
was
purple
craziness.
skies.
You think their house is still 1 year later
Because then Beryl hit them.
still screwed?
They were screwed from the derecho, and then Beryl came in July. So people still.
At that point, though, you're like, oh, well, all right.
I don't know
yeah,
what's happening.
insurance. Just
What's happening?
Sucks.
By the way, just real quick, yesterday we had Father Luke in here from St. Basil because it's Houston Greek Fest started last night. It goes until Saturday. And I joked last night when I got there with my mom because my mom's like, are we going to go to the festival? For those that don't know, my mother loves church. And she is very well versed with everyone at the Greek churches. And I went to find Father Luke to say, Father Luke, as a radio personality, I've interviewed everybody from I've talked to everybody from Beyonce to Taylor Swift to Katy Perry to Britney Spears to Coldplay to Adele. And my mother was most excited that Father Luke was in studio.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Can you play for me on the radio, the Father Luke?
Aw.
Can you put on the computer? Like the podcast. Can you put on the computer, Father Luke? Like, okay, well, Father Luke.
Yeah, you never want to hear that when we talk to
time.
Beyonce.
I know, right? So what happened with you yesterday, Eric? Big day.
Yeah, my daughter graduated at St. Vincent de Paul, which is
Your youngest one.
Yeah, they do a mass, and then they do the graduation, so it's all part of it. That's
8th grade, not 12th grade.
Yeah, that's the only time I really get mass, I guess. I've only done mass twice in my life.
That's when Eric gets Jesus in his laugh.
I just laughed because the Monsignor Bill was up there, and I don't know, do they take singing lessons?
It's chanting.
You're chanting or something?
It's chanting. It's part of the seminary.
But the people are singing back here, then he's singing with the mic on. I'm like, oh, he's off a little bit. I'm like, ooh.
Don't shame him.
It's just funny.
He knows more than
I started
you.
thinking, though,
Yeah.
I'm like, that job would be hard to do because, like, you love God.
Yeah.
You want to spread the word and the message. But if you can't sing, you can
Absolutely.
really screw things up. Like when I was at the Greek church for
Yeah.
for
A lot of singing.
Many
your
events.
weddings or baptisms I've been to.
Oh, it's all chanting.
If they can't do it, but if they can't carry a tune,
And actually,
it
here's
can really throw you off.
Yes,
You're
Eric,
like,
you're right.
whoa.
There are some
And I'm not saying he
clergy.
couldn't. He was hitting some stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
the man's retiring. He's paid. He's
He's
done it many
older.
years.
Well, there are some clergy that definitely, if I've gone to a wedding or some sacrament like that, like a baptism or something, and if the clergyman has a really good voice, you're like, wow, that is really good chanting. So how was your after graduate? What time was it? Was it like dinner time or was it in the
Started at
daytime?
5, so by the time it ended, it was at 6:30. It was like an hour and a half or so.
Oh, okay, so then where'd y'all go?
Then went to Steak 48 because she wanted to take. It took like 11 of us, my in-laws. We had a whole pew to ourselves. Each family gets the pew at the church
sweet.
for each
Oh, wow, that's nice.
kid. Because remember, it's small. It's like 60 kids.
Right.
So I went to Steak 48. And those guys, I met the manager, Brandon, over there a few times. And I said, hey, there's 11 of us a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. I don't want a private room. I don't like private rooms. I just feel like they're too impersonal.
Yeah, stuffy.
Yeah.
You're
I
blocked
wanna be
off
out
from
there.
society. You want to be out with the people.
Yeah, people
Okay.
watching. So I got a nice area there to people watch and stuff. And this Brandon guy, I've never met him. I've met him, like I said, twice. But we text a few times. But obviously, he gave my daughter a gift. And
Oh,
gave
what was
her
the
a,
gift?
it was like a Fuji camera, a Polaroid camera, and
Oh,
film.
that's
And
cool.
I'm like,
That's
you
awesome.
have to do that. That was so
Yeah.
cool. I'm like,
Wow, that's really
I
going
did
an
actually,
extra
but I was
step.
coming to work. I'm like, man, I
That's
should
very
call
nice.
like whoever their boss is. I don't know who owns the place.
And thank them. Mhm.
And say, hey, you got somebody there that really took the time out of their life to go buy that stuff
Yeah,
and
that's
just
Take care of
spend their own
client.
money.
Yeah, take care of their guests.
Well, that was pretty cool. So yeah, they were just in a good mood. But me, I couldn't. I'm
Yeah,
still under the
tomahawk
weather.
last night. I'm surprised you're
I'm
awake.
still under the weather, so I'm.
Tomahawk and bourbon.
Right.
No,
You
but I-
actually,
liver.
you
I had
actually
iced
came
tea,
in on
guys.
time.
No way, you didn't have an alcoholic beverage last night at dinner?
I did try
a steak?
I did try a bourbon at first, but I'm like,
But if you're stuffed up, isn't that good? It's like a little hot toddy. But a little heat to that.
I still don't feel 100% yet. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll just
Wow.
sit back.
Well, I want to.
But shout out to those
congratulations
guys.
to Ava.
It was a good
Congratulations
night.
to the grads of
Happy
St.
to-
Vincent de Paul, and thanks Brandon for taking care of our Eric and his fam jam.
Make her happy.
That's so nice, Mr. Cervantes. It's the end of the school year, and Mr. Cervantes
yeah.
is back. Hello, how
You
are
did
you?
it.
Hello. Langham Creek High School in the house. Love in the
Yeah.
house. How we doing today?
That's right.
What, you
Mr.
got 2 weeks
Cervantes.
left? What are you almost done? Week and a half?
We do. We have 2 weeks. And we start finals next Friday. And so we are already all there. But I'm calling to celebrate not just my amazing freshman and sophomore PACE students who've been amazing this year, but our softball team went 14-0 undefeated in Langham Creek. In the Cypher ISD.
Wow.
Yeah. Anything with a sign in front of it, /Spring, they all went down to the Lobos. Congratulations to Coach Biffle and all of the teams and all the kids.
What's
It
the
is fantastic.
mascot? What was the mascot you said? The Melbos?
We're the Lobos.
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 Those Lobos.
What is
The
a
wolves.
Lobo?
The wolves.
Yes. And they actually, Highway 6529 used to sell the skins of wolves.
Oh.
And that's how we got our name, the Lobos.
You're
Wow.
kidding.
Wow.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
There you
Wow.
go.
It's like the band.
Little history there.
Wow,
That's pretty
Mr.
cool.
Cervantes.
It's been a
Mr.
great
C,
year. They-
congratulations to the Lobos softball team, undefeated. Nice.
And the district saved our program, so we're going to continue having that PACE program, that amazing PACE program for incoming freshmen, to learn acclamations. Right now, we're learning how to fill out job applications, get a resume, get those summer jobs for their first job at Putt Putt or wherever they're going to go. Ooh, that showed my age, Putt Putt. Woo.
Wow. Top golf now.
Yeah, but the miniature golf. What do they call it? What do they call it now?
Mini golf? I don't know.
Yeah, I always say putt-putt as well.
Yeah.
It's like something with a club or
Old dudes do, I guess.
putter.
Are you gonna be off this summer, or do you?
Summer school, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to be really catching up on some rest in Cancun, Riviera Maya, Punta Cana. You know, that's where I live in the summer.
Nice. Is it really? I did not know that. You live in the summer in the paradise, huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Hard Rock boy.
What?
You're a Hard Rock boy. So you're staying at those properties all over? I thought maybe some family there. You were like, shacking up with some family for a free room. Nope.
You have to swim up bar.
Hey, that's why I am, man.
You haven't gotten out all day, bro. What?
I know. So, Mr. Cervantes, your last day of school, from your last day of school, sir, until what day is your last day of school versus when you have to go back into the school to get ready for the new year, the new school year?
So the 29th, well, graduation is the 30th. And congratulations to my daughter, Jalen. She's graduating. So she's graduating at Lakewood Creek.
Oh, nice.
So congratulations to Jalen, who's graduating. And then, so she graduated the 30th is graduation. And then we start back, I want to say like the 14th or 16th. That's whenever teachers report back. And then students come back, like the 22nd, 29th.
Oh,
I don't know. I just show up, and when they show up, I do.
So you have basically all of June and all of July off.
Yes. So you'll be in paradise.
You'll be in Hard Rock.
July,
So I'll look for you at the Hard Rock in Cancun. Is that where you're going to be?
I'm going to Riviera Maya first in June, and then in July I'll be in Cancun.
Okay.
And how many years have you been teaching,
awesome.
Mr. Cervantes, for Langham Creek? How many years total you're a teacher?
This is my third year at Lakewood Creek and my 22nd year in education.
Wow. Bravo,
Congratulations,
Mr.
man.
Cervantes. Well-earned summer vacation coming up for you.
To get that
Tag us at KRBE so we can be jealous of the view.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Vanessa's up real quick because she wants to talk about another festival that's happening. It's Houston Greek Fest on the west side off Eldridge, starting last night until Saturday. What other festival is happening, Vanessa?
Oh, well, this weekend we have the 53rd annual Pasadena Strawberry Festival.
Whoa.
It started last night. Yes.
Oh, yeah, because they had
last night.
the problems last year.
Wait, what were the problems last year? Because of the Dretcho?
The Dretcho, I remember.
So it got canceled because of the
Oh,
Dretcho?
my gosh. Well, last year, the Derecho hit right after we had opening ceremonies with our mayor, and they gave out scholarships because we fund a lot of scholarships in the Pasadena area, Pasadena, LaPorte, Deer Park area. And, we all had to shelter in place inside the fairgrounds, inside the convention center. And, it was crazy. It was scary. People were hiding. But, this
the
year's
weather's
much
gonna be hot
better.
today. You're going to be good this year. It's going to be hot. Is this an indoor, outdoor, or is this all encased in the convention center?
Indoor, outdoor. So in the convention center, we have a lot of vendors. We have the world's largest strawberry shortcake. Come get a slice for $6. Half sheet for $40 and a full sheet for $60. Bunch of vendors, and then a big old midway with a lot of vendors, food, all kinds of stuff.
Do you have Strawberry Shortcake, the mascot? Does she walk
doll?
around? The doll?
Does the doll come?
Yes, Barry. Yes.
I knew it. You had to have
Wait, let me ask you
walking around
this.
there.
What's the connection with Pasadena and strawberries? Was it like a strawberry patch or something there when the settlers first came?
I want to say yes. That's what I've been told. I wasn't born here in Texas. I got here as fast as I could, but all my kids have been born here. And yes, it's back in the day, there was strawberry fields as
everywhere.
far as you could see. That's what I've been told.
Then they found oil. Then they found oil there, and then it kind of changed the game, right? They were saying.
I think so.
That's through a TikTok video I got. They did like the history of like people were leaving Galveston after the big disaster, hurricane.
And
they were going to Pasadena. And that was going to be the big area too. And then with the strawberries and everything.
Wow,
it was beautiful.
I didn't know that.
And
So
then
when does the Strawberry Festival end? Is it going all through
On
Sunday? Okay.
All through Sunday at 6 p.m. Tonight, Clay Walker is, when you buy your ticket to get in, you can go in under the fairgrounds thing, the arena, and that's where the concert is. And then tomorrow night is Scotty McCreery.
Oh, yeah,
and,
Scotty.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, Scotty McCreery's going to be here
on
with
a great
Clay
show.
Walker.
Yes.
That's
That's
nice.
cool.
Yes. Clay
Okay,
Walker
Pasadena
tonight.
Strawberry Festival going through Sunday at 7902 Fairmont Parkway. Vanessa, thanks for giving us the heads up. Now I want some
I know.
strawberries.
I want some strawberry shortcake.
And actually, old school Houstonians, where Pappas Brothers Steakhouse is on Westheimer, that used to be called the Strawberry Patch. It was a restaurant called the Strawberry Patch that the Pappas owned.
And what was
And
it?
I want to say it's because that was a strawberry patch on the land.
What was the main food there?
It was like
our
all American
theme?
cuisine from what I remember. I was younger I think I only probably went there twice before they flipped it. But I remember, like, if Westheimer is a farm to market road, if you look on your MapQuest or your Google Maps or your Waze, it's FM 1093, farm to market road. Yeah, whatever. I don't know why MapQuest came into play. Exactly. But that's where I tell you guys there's a picture that we have at my family restaurant where the sign has gone into the dirt in this giant field, and it just said, future home of Christie's Restaurant. Man. When the farm to market, when it was Westheimer was just the farm to market.
Buy all
road.
that land, go back in time.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, right? Got Galleria corner. Oh. What if you owned like the corner of Hidalgo and Westheimer?
I wouldn't be getting my ass up at 4 in the morning.
Hidalgo and what is that, Sage? Isn't that where Saks is sitting? Imagine if you had that whole piece all the way to Westheimer. What's that real estate like? Oh, Lord, we'll never know. Somebody knows.
Yep.
Not us.
Somebody's loving it.
Okay, coming up next, Special K has got a prank call, and we also have a world premiere from Rihanna. She revealed a new single last night for the Smurfs.
And we
movie.
really want to hear what your thoughts are. So get the text screen going.
Yeah.
If you like it, hate it, be honest with how you feel.
Because
I've never heard it
first
yet.
time hearing it, too. Right. So we're going to debut Rihanna's Smurfs movie theme song. And then Special K gives you a prank call. Has to do with taxidermy animals. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.